Oh, this fire music is back. Hey everybody, my name is AceFangirl, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. It feels very strange to say it. It has been a hot minute since I recorded between Christmas and MagFest. I've just been gone. I recorded pretty much the last 6 episodes in one sitting, and not all of them have come out yet at the time that I'm recording this. So you're gonna have to forgive me if my memory's a little hazy, but I will tell you what I remember. Last time, we escaped from the trash pit. We made our way to see Monokuma, because I escaped, and that's probably a bit of a problem, given that he tried to kill me. Not cool, by the way. So we went to go talk to him, and Kyoko gave him kind of like an ultimatum, because she knew that something fishy was happening in that we're starting off like this. Something fishy was happening in that trial, so she gave him an ultimatum. We redo it, starting now. And he said, cool, alright, I'm in, as long as you solve all the mysteries in the school, not just the murder. So we've got a lot on our plate. We went and saw everyone else. They're kind of pleased I'm alive, I suppose, but now everyone's off on their own starting the investigation because, and I think I realized this before everyone else did, the mastermind's gotta be one of us. There's been no one else in the school. And Mukuro was killed by a student, or we wouldn't have had a class trial. That's what Monokuma told us last time. So one of us has to be responsible. Kyoko says it's not her. I know it wasn't me. So that means we only have a couple suspects left. We're just gonna have to figure out who it was. A lot of you have been asking for some kind of concrete theory, because I think I've given bits and pieces, like, over the course of the last couple episodes in particular. I don't know if I really have one yet. I kind of want to look around here a little bit before I say, but I can tell you a couple things that I'm thinking. So based on those pictures that we've been finding everywhere, I'm thinking... Well, I'm trying to decide how I want to phrase this is the issue. What I secretly think is that we might have some kind of, like, zero-time dilemma thing on our hands here. They said that the tragedy happened a year ago, and that we supposedly came to the school now. I'm thinking, what if we had our memories erased? We were actually not involved in the tragedy, but around at the time of the tragedy. I don't know. That's just something I'm thinking about, because that would make the pictures fit. How we all knew each other and we were all at Hope's Peak. And by we all, I mean everyone that was dead so far. The other theory, I'm either going with that, like these were taken before the tragedy, and we just had our minds wiped or something, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards. I'm also thinking it could be an alternate reality where if they get executed, you don't actually die. You just go to an alternate reality where none of this ever happened. But I think that's a little bit far-fetched, even for this game. So I'm more leaning towards my previous theory at the moment, and I'm hoping that while we're investigating, we're gonna find something to confirm or deny that. I know you all are gonna ask me who you think who you think. You probably all know who I think the mastermind is. I have no idea. I've been thinking about it. Trust me, because at MagFest I've talked to people about it a little bit. Obviously, not spoilers, but like we talked about what's been going on and what I've seen, how far I'm at. Everyone's been really good about not telling me anything. I have no idea. I'm gonna save it. Maybe I'll say... I just really hope it's not Byakuya. I'm gonna be sad. So I don't know. Still trying to put it all together. We'll see. I'm gonna wait on that though, if that's alright with you guys. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. So it's time to investigate. I'm super excited. Due to the explosion of the victims oh wait, we've already done this. Victims that any reading. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe, which we know is the arrows tied together with the duct tape. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Oh, here's another part of my theory that I think might be important. And I said this during the trial, I believe. One of my current running theories right now is that Mukuro has actually been dead for a while. Possibly she was the first one to die. If you remember, there was a cutscene, which I said I was going to rewatch before I played this episode, but I did not. There was a cutscene in between cases 2 and 3, I think, or something, where someone's talking to Monokuma. and they mentioned that someone acted quickly and killed someone really fast. And at the time, I thought they might have been talking about Sayaka killing Leon real quick, which I suppose is still possible. But I'm thinking, what if Mukuro has been dead for a while? And we only just now found her body, which would make the body announcement still okay. That would, because everyone has an alibi right now, basically, except me and Kyoko, but I trust us to not have done it. So in order to get rid of everyone's alibi, that would mean the time of death has to be wrong. The time of death is not in here. I don't think. I'm gonna have to check that now that I've said that out loud. But that's something I'm thinking about, because that would effectively eliminate everyone's alibi and make us have a lot easier time. So that's what I'm running with right now. It's, you know, I said I wasn't gonna be super fragmented. It's super fragmented, but you get it. It's fine. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? Guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. And also the second floor of the dorms? Oh, and the second floor of the dorms, where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Oh my god, I'm not gonna remember all this. Can I write this down? Hang on, I'm actually writing this down. I'm not gonna remember everything that I have to check. Okay. Dorms. Monokuma door in... Not minimums, iPhone. That's not what I want. Monokuma door in data center. Headmaster room. Biolab, garden, dojo. Alright. That looks like a good plan of attack right here. Okay, time to get started. Ooh. Damn it! I can't do anything right! Man, they knew me better than I knew myself. Alright. I think first we should go to the dorms. That's what I want to see the most. And plus it's right here. So that's a factor. But I really want to check out what's up these stairs. Like, you have no idea. I want to see what Kyoko found. The gate's open. You can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Wow, these stairs are legit. Which means I have to do it. Heck yeah, we do. Let's go. Is it gonna be full of Oh. This is the second floor of the dorms? Yeah, this looks pretty terrible. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Tragedy? Okay, well, we're on a roll. Yeah, this doesn't look up to code. Hey, look, blood. That's cool. Oh god. Things went south in a real bad way, didn't they? Well, this door looks intact. Can we go in here? Hello? Oh, yeah, we can. Oh. Maybe not. A bed? There's some paper on the floor. We should probably check that out. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Hey! I didn't know we could still get those. Now I have to check everything, don't I? Can I look at these pieces of pit? No? Can I look at this hole in the wall? What is up with these holes? What is that? What is this place? I'm confused. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay. Interesting. Can I look in the desk? No. Can I look anywhere else in here? Or is that it? Is this just supposed to be showing me that this place is pretty messed up? Maybe. Okay, well. That was boring. It's funny that that room is the only one that's intact. Wonder what's so special about it. Okay, I didn't see this extending hallway here, and I thought this just led to a ladies' bathroom, and I was like, are you kidding me? That's all this floor has? This is the girls' bathroom. Makoto! I think we have bigger fish to fry right now. Let's check the boys' room. Wow, this looks surprisingly nice. Holy crap. This survived. Of course the bathroom survived. Because, you know, in the bathroom. I'm not gonna steal your stick, Tim. Oh. Is this a giraffe inside a locker? Suspicious. I told you, man, those lockers. They're gonna come back. The lockers factor into my theory somehow. I'm just not sure yet. See? Oh my god, I'm so creeped out by this room. I don't like it. There's too many lockers. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Huh. Can we open any of them? I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Killjoy? What about the trash can? What about this? There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Hey! Money! You know, it's a little bit disconcerting. Well, let's check this one to make sure there's no more money, but those two over there look kind of intact. There's no way to get open. These look kind of intact, though. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, not yet. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers from the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. Oh yeah, that's right, those do exist. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Yeah, we might as well try, right? I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Bzzz. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Or can we? Suspicious. No, maybe we're gonna have to be on the lookout for someone else's e-handbook, I guess. Hopefully it's not broken. Metal plate. No way to get open. Okay. Well, locker room is boring. Let's leave. I don't like that. Okay, well, what else is in here? Oh, this looks suspicious and creepy. I don't like it. Oh. Here we go. Here's a door. What's in here? Ooh. Fancy. This must be the headmaster's room, right? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. Okay. Oh, girl, how you doing? I knew I'd find you up here. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko! Holy crap, you scared me.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Well, girl, what's that? Is this the way out? I'm gonna check everything else first. Okay, I can't go this way. Can I look at anything besides Kyoko right now? Is that booze? Let's check the computer. Maybe we can do something here. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. Yeah, I haven't figured out this part yet. Besides that, yeah, they're probably responsible for whatever happened.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete kitty-kitty failure. Yeah, he is like a failure of a detective, isn't he? But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. You're completely wrong, but... Ooh, creepy. I don't like. Cool, that's awesome. Obviously, this is, very suspicious. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Makoto, go home. It's a door!
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? Let's bust it open! I think I might know how to open it. Girl, tell me, how do you open it? You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing there that might have been his password. I think of how much time I wasted on this. Oh, girl. I'm sorry. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. I think we can assume that as well. But maybe for her, there's nothing more to it. Oh, there is more to it. That's the exact opposite of what I said. There is more to it than that. I would assume. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. I'm an idiot. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. Is it her name? Because that's literally what I was going to say. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Try it. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure? You don't mind, right? Come on.
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. I was gonna say, you're more mature than that. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Try it. After we finish examining the rest of the room. Just make sure. There's nothing else here. There's nothing else here. Are you sure we can't look at the booze? It's right here, guys. We can have... I know you're all underage, but we could throw a party. I'm sorry, I'm a bad influence on these children. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. No, we gotta try it!
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I was gonna say, she's stronger than that. Like, I already know that your guess is wrong. Did you try it? Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Can you tell me if you tried it so we don't all waste our time? I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. Why would it be her full name? My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Oh! It worked. I knew it! I totally was about to say that immediately. I'm not kidding. I would not lie about that. I knew it was gonna be her name. Oh, I don't know how she's gonna feel about this, though. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! Oh, God. I don't know how she's gonna take this. Just take it in stride, baby. We got shit to do.
Why?
Oh. Kyoko? It's okay, darling. We got stuff to do. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Oh, God. She'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm not worried. She can get over this. Ooh. Oh, a present. Oh, it's a picture. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Well, yeah, that is infinitely more suspicious. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Okay, but I want to check out everything else first, just in case that's a bomb and it blows up the room. You never know. I better check out that suspicious... Makoto, you literally suck. Fine. Do it. If it's a bomb, though, I'm gonna say I told you so. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe. I said a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay. We're gonna open it.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? Yes? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh? What does that mean?
It would seem...
If it's what I think it is. What do you think it is? At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Is it, like, gonna be his head? Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? It's his head. Calling it. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? It's totally his head. I'm prepared, mentally ready. Go. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. It's a head. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and here comes the screaming. That was not a scream. There it is. It's a head, isn't it? Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry anyways, cause Makoto's kind of a pussy. Yep. Well, I mean, I was kind of close. I'm not surprised. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. Look, though. Look. Obviously a skull fracture. Interesting. Good to keep in mind. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? I did. Kyoko did.
I see.
Just as I thought. Me too, darling. Me too. Big mood. What? Alright. Should we, like, look at it again? Like, what was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, but I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones? Makoto, you're too young, too innocent. I've seen this game now. I know what's going on. So have you, which is weird. You should have seen this coming. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. I thought it was going to be his head, so... That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him? Makoto, are you this insensitive and stupid?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? No, this is not surprising at all. This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind. So, according to the files, that master is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. We found him! It's a very polarizing approach. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already. Uh-huh. Only people... Yeah, so everyone else is accounted for. That's why. Because we have everyone else, effectively, except the headmaster, who's right here. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. Oh no. I don't want to see her break. I'm gonna get too sad. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so that she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride in order to enter Hope's Peak. Yeah. So I feel like it had to be more than that. She wanted to see him again. She really gave up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Cool, thanks! I love that. Alright. Let's check out everything else in here first. The filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff. Yeah, maybe we should talk to her first. Oh, never mind. It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
If he couldn't handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Oh, darling. Oh, should we look at the picture? This picture. Oh, she's so cute! It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Is that you, darling? Hey, Kyoko. She knows already. Oh! Oh, that's a new sprite. Hadn't seen her that surprised before.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... There it is. To now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Oh, she's so happy then. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time. He must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Thanks. I guess. I don't know what we're gonna use this for, but... Alright, let's check the desk too, and then we'll talk to Kyoko. I want to give her some time. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but... I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission. She gave us permission, it's fine.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Amen to that. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. Damn, this guy had a lot of documents. But in the last drawer... Ooh, we can use this! Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. I mean, she does have the thing that lets her open all the doors, but I think that's just a key, so... Is it really okay? I don't know if it's really okay.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Yeah, what's up, darling? Tell me. A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but, darling, anything for you.
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Of course. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just a second.
Get my emotions in order. Yes, I will 100% do that. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. Makoto, is this gonna help right now? How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. Makoto, I don't know if this is a good idea, but Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he... Oh, that's Kyoko. Maybe that picture... I was reading that like it was Makoto, and then it says maybe he hoped to see me again. I was like, Makoto, what are you doing? Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? No! If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Okay, bye, darling. Please don't do anything you'll regret. Not that I think you would, but... Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Okay, really? We're gonna do this already? To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performs that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. I know. I'm aware. They'll know when leading the Hope's Peak staff. When it finally is planned to isolate you as the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind. See, I think that's where my theory came about the mind wipe and we were actually here before the tragedy. Because that conversation, I think, is one of the ones I'm thinking of. We were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... one of us. I know. Unpinned, told you this already. Killing game again with 16 participants. The only people to take a single step are those 16 students. So it has to be one of us. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. 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 Super dead. Unfortunately dead. So dead. Dead. I miss you. Was that really the last death? Holy crap. Even Mukuro. Super dead. Even she's undeniably dead. Unless they're not! But I kind of think they are right now. So the ones still left alive are... you. Oh, that's me. Me. My love. This guy. You. You. And Genocide Chill. You. And Kyoko. It's one of us. Oh, I don't know. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. Makoto, come on. Gotta buck up. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's time to face it. There just has to be. Just because I have trust issues again. Alright, well, there's one more thing I want to do before we end this off. I want to go back to the suspicious locker room and open it up. Because why the heck not? Ah. Alright, let's go in here, and we'll open the one because clearly one of these lockers has a giraffe in it, and I must free him. Obviously. If that sign on the door is to be believed. Alright. I wonder if I can open this locker. No, okay, come on, Makoto. There's card reader. It's pretty similar. Don't try yours. You're an idiot. We have another one. Thank you. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Open it up. Really? You're gonna make me do it again? Took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... yes! Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Dead body! I'm ready. Nope, that's not a dead body. This thing is practically empty. Except for this. Just one thing, some kind of pocketbook? I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. What? What? There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. This is Kyoko's. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Huh. Interesting. So Kyoko has met her father before. Which, seriously, I think it's starting to lend credence to my mind wipe theory. I'm serious. I'm thinking about it. I think it might be a thing. But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who can... Okay, I know, we just read this! What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Huh. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. In quotation marks. Huh. Interesting. So we're definitely gonna have to show this to her later and see what she has to say. Either she'll remember it and admit she's been lying to us this whole time, or she won't remember it, and maybe we can go forward with the mind wipe theory? That's gonna determine it, but for now, I think we've done enough for one episode. So, in the next one, we will go to the next place on our list, which I will tell you from my own list. I think I'm gonna head to the data center next and go through that Monokuma door and see what's up with that, because I really want to know what's in there. I'm super curious about what it could be. So, in the next one, we will go there and see what is behind the creepy door. I'm scared. It'll be fun. I'm excited. Also scared, as I already said. It's cool. I should stop now. Alright, I'll see you then. Bye!